Love to Watson to a one-score game.
Hey, this is Ahman Green, Green Bay Packers all-time leader in rusher. Bill, the Packer fan and Packer owner, Nick. They run a website for Packer news and updates, and I know Packer news hasn't been so great lately because we got some players that are not Packers anymore that you loved at one time, but you might hate a little bit right now.
Two great running backs. We have a competent offensive line.
He's saying that he felt in November and December that they didn't want him back.
Get a little safety in that position. Either we go.
There's no reason to believe we can't return, but.
And they already came out. There's a couple guys that came out and said that Rodgers is telling
solution of it, and don't let them go for anything under than one.
And you know what, Packer fans? The Bears still suck. So go Pack Go, and good luck to Bill and Nick, their website and their Packer news. Talk to you later.
It's a lot easier to come in and skip doing mop-up duty, but he threw the ball. He kind of looked like Aaron Rodgers the way he was throwing the ball sidearm and just flicking the wrist, and the ball was just jumping out of his hand. Agreed.
Hey everybody, this is Gerhard de Beer, former Green Bay Packer offensive lineman, and you're watching Frozen Tundra Network with Bill the Packer fan and Packer owner Nick.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Frozen Tundra Network. It is Winners Week for the Green Bay Packers. It's been a while. Broke the losing streak.
Go Pack Go. We finally got one.
How we'll start this show is I'll just go ahead and open it up with what did you guys see in that game? I know we played a backup quarterback and all that stuff, but this is the NFL. Every win counts. What did you guys see out there?
Well, I'll start it out, man. The main thing I seen that was very impressive was Valentine. Boy, that guy really stood out, man. He shut that whole side down, man. I couldn't believe that he – it's kind of nice that we kind of got to see what he has to offer more. Because we really didn't, you know what I'm saying? Now he's getting opportunities. Go ahead, Robert.
Yeah, we're school for that, so I mean, let's talk about it. You brought it up.
Yeah, he was supposed to be a third or fourth round pick, and I believe we got him in like the 6th or 7th round or something like that. So he was definitely a steal that no one was really looking at, for sure.
You think he's going to be
Aaron Jones, baby? That's what I saw with this. What Aaron Jones can do with this offense.
If Aaron Jones gets 20 carries plus a game, we win. You know what I mean?
Well, that's our offense.
Yeah, when you can incorporate Aaron Jones into the game, it makes it a lot easier for A.J. Dillon as well, who I thought looked a lot better than the other games. I thought all of our rookies looked good. Van Ness, we had Brooks, we had Valentine, we had Musgrave look good. I thought we had a lot of help finally from people that we weren't getting a whole lot of help from.
Right.
Hey, Rob, I can't hear you, bro.
Yeah. Man, it's fucking StreamYard.
Yeah, StreamYard actually has a bug right now, and they're trying to fix it.
Yeah, and
can you hear me now, Dave?
Barely.
Go ahead, Ada.
I got all the way up.
Yeah.
Go ahead, A-Dub.
Yeah, if anything that stood out to me when it comes to this game, what stood out the most about me was we finally got the start that we needed. Like, it has been a long time since you've seen Green Bay score a touchdown in the first half of a game. Like, we haven't done so since week 1. The moment we finally put one up there, it was like, finally this team is starting to come together and do a lot of things right. Like, a lot had to go our way to win this game.
Yeah, for sure. What I actually noticed, I was looking around this week, and I see Nick boast, was that we actually have the 8th overall defense right now. So we can't really point the finger at the defense. Now we need the offense to start gelling and making some plays, especially in the first half, because that's where we lack at the most. If we start making big plays in the first half, getting some points on the board, we'll be all right, man.
Well, I think it's going on with Aaron Jones last week. That really helped out. And give him a lot more reps. Just feed him the ball, man,
Right.
Him and A.J. Dillon actually been doing all right. So if they keep on progressing, I think it'll be, I think it's going to look a lot better for us.
Yeah. One thing I still was not a fan of was the first half play calling. It seems as though that in the second half, it just drastically changes. And then we're like, all right, Jordan Love, now fling the ball. And look, LaFleur said something really interesting. He said, I think that Jordan Love is overthinking it. Now, to me, it's like you're not giving him the tools. You're not giving him the scheme where he can underthink it, where he can just like you're making everything way too complicated and way too hard for the young man to make great plays on like it's.
I'm getting around them's young. Everybody around them's young.
He's overthinking what he's trying to do. Yeah, I mean, he kind of dumb it down a bit.
I'm starting to get flashbacks of the games this season. I'm starting to get frustrated as I talk about it because it's like to hear Matt LaFleur say something like that, dude. When you're running the bullshit that you're running on the offense, and then you're asking you're basically going up to Jordan Love and saying, "Please save us, please be Aaron Rodgers right now." That's what you're asking of him, and it's, in my opinion, ridiculous.
Have a good time, Jeremy. Have a good time.
Yes, Jeremy. Have a good time, bud.
What's up, Mr. Grinch? We got the Packers Grinch. He made it on national TV. I might have to get your autograph after the show, JR.
Mr. Grinch. So let's go through some other things that developed during the game. Christian Watson had a huge catch at the end of that game, and then he was hurt again. And I really don't know how he got hurt.
Well, he landed on his side pretty hard, and I believe his head bounced on the turf. Now check this out. He got a back injury, a rib injury, and a concussion on one catch.
Yeah, but he's tough, here, man. We lost him again he's out again too. He's another one.
Yeah, back injury.
And then Kenny Clark, he got hurt during the game. That was the worst.
He's already back. He's
back. But I'm saying during the game, that was the one injury where I was like, oh no, like please don't be hurt.
Yeah. I know. I watched him drive by on the car and was like, damn, dude, that's everything on that pass.
I want to know what's going on with Alexander.
Yeah. With Jared Alexander?
Yeah,
I know he's saying he has a nagging back issue, but I think he has a nagging problem in his post-game interviews bashing Joe Barry, and I'm wondering if that has to do with him being benched. Maybe they're teaching him a lesson. Like, because I seen multiple interviews a couple weeks ago where he was bashing Joe Barry's play calling. So, I don't know, man. What do you guys think? Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. We're like I said, we're 8th overall. We got a top 10 defense right now, boys, and we're not winning games. What is wrong?
Our defense is actually getting better.
Yeah.
What week is this? Week 9? Finally?
Yeah. Week 10. Week 10.
Okay, so we cracked the top 10 in week 10.
Week 10.
It took us 10 weeks. All right, now if we stay here, I'll celebrate something. But just because, seriously, we all questioned the scheme this whole time, and there's been
a lot of injuries, and we got rid of Douglas.
Yeah. Right. We're gonna have a lot of money next year, boys. A lot of money.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
So,
what's the plan?
Spend it wise.
Yeah. One thing that was also very frustrating was, what were we up 7-3 at halftime, and it was like all you could do was 7 points after all that. How many fumbles we had? We had 2 fumbles again, and Aaron Jones.
It was pouring rain, Nick. The field was getting flooded.
Yeah, I know, but
the ball was heavy and slippery.
Wicks fumbles a ball, and I get that you're reaching out for that first down. I totally get it. Whatever. Like, I could wash my hands with that. But what sucked was Aaron Jones goes over, and he's like, hey, man, it's all right. It's all right that you fumbled. And then right away, Aaron Jones fumbles the ball away. And it was like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, but in return, I believe they had 3 fumbles, and we had 2. I mean, it was pretty wet out there. The field was soaked. I'm sure the ball was slippery.
Well,
yeah, I mean, that's why they were. I
think with Wicks, too, he'll learn from that. He was at the reach for it. I think he'll learn from that.
Yeah, I seen the video of that, and he just put his head down like he knew. You know what I'm saying? Fuck.
Yeah. He didn't need to. It was like first down, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He didn't really need to reach for it.
Well, here's the thing. And here's the thing. If anything I liked after that fumble was the way his teammates try to pick him up. Like, that just shows the resolve of this team in the rough times. Like, when you make a mistake, you got to have somebody to pick you up and motivate you to keep moving forward. Like, mistakes are going to happen in this game, but the better person learns and develops from them all. That's just what I like to see.
This team
teammates pick each other up when they mess up at times.
I gotta tell you, I do like Wicks. I know that we talked about it last week. I do like Wicks, but he dropped that easy first down that could have resulted in a touchdown for us in a critical part of the end, the game that we lost the week before against what was it, Denver? I believe it was. I can't remember who we're losing to at this point because I just look at all the worst teams in the league. I'm like, we lost to them. We lost to them. We lost to them. So Wicks drops that easy pass that should have been a first down and could have been a touchdown, which would have changed everything for us. And then he fumbles the ball. And I get that it was wet, but it's like, is this going to be a recurring thing for like everybody, like all of our receivers? Christian Watson's going to be hurt all the time. Wicks is going to be dropping everything. Like, is Reed the only guy that we have that we can rely on? Because Romeo Dobbs seems to be kind of struggling out there as well, a little, like from what I can see.
And Torrey, they're not really playing as much.
Yeah, Torrey's not getting any burn right now.
Yeah, but he's not Torrey. Man, that dude's a bum, bro. I don't care what anybody says, man. I don't even know why he's still there, to be true with you, man.
I'm just putting everything together as a unit, as a wide receiver core, and it's like everyone's got something that negatively impacts our offense for some reason. We don't have one guy that we can rely on just over and over and over again right now.
Besides Reed.
Yeah, I think Reed's been a pretty good option with Romeo Dobbs, in the second favor for sure. Yeah. But, I mean, you got to think Romeo Dobbs is in year 2, Reed's in year 1. They're just going to get better. Remember Devontae Adams when he first started out? People were calling him Butterfingers. You know what I mean?
I still think we
receiver for I don't even know how many years.
I still think we need a number one receiver.
I'm just look here. Look, let me go around the room and ask you guys this: do you guys think Jordan Love is the next thing? Let's start with Robert. What do you think of Jordan Love, bro? Do we need, if we have a top 5 pick, do we get a quarterback? Let me ask you guys that.
He's got the skills. He's got what it takes. It's just not enough experience, man. And the fact that he doesn't have any talent around him to help him grow.
Right.
This is, I mean, he's like, when he comes past this, he's going to be a great quarterback. I mean, if you could get through this, it's going to make you better. I mean, look at the crap that he's got to put up with.
So if we had a top 5 draft pick, are we grabbing quarterback?
No.
I don't know, man. If you're asking me what I think we should do, I don't think we're drafting the quarterback. But there's other people in charge, man, and other people got their own ideas.
All right, how about you, Dorn? What's your thoughts on that?
The only issue I got with Jordan Love is he throws short all the time. He's always throwing short. I mean, he makes the receiver run to him, run to the ball. It's like, I don't be scared to put it on him.
Yeah.
Or if he wants the receiver to just come to the ball. It's like, I just don't get it. It's like,
maybe it's his interception count right now. He's trying to clean shit up.
And there's times he throws fucking excellent balls. It's like,
he throws into double coverage a lot. He throws.
So what's your thoughts, A-Dub?
Yeah.
When I look at this team, I think about what kind of plan that Goose had for putting a team this young together. He felt like when it came to a young core surrounding Jordan Love, he felt like this would be, as far as being that subtle dynasty that we've looked at over the years, that the guys who start off young, who grow and develop, get that experience, they eventually become a dynasty in their own making somewhere. So for me, from that perspective, it's like, I don't think you go after a quarterback at this point, especially when it comes to Love already showing flashes and showing signs of potential to be able to play this position very well. As long as he gets
showing some good
experience in the right kind of direction from the folks upstairs, he's more than good with me.
Okay. All right. What do you think, David Gray? I know you're back there hiding, buddy. What's your thoughts on Jordan Love? If you get a top 5 pick, are you getting it?
There's only 2 quarterbacks that I would take, and that's Drake May and Michael Penix Jr. And if they ain't on the board, I'd start in the trenches.
Okay. All right. That's odds go. What do you think, Nick?
Well, for one,
give it to us, buddy.
I don't mind the short passes because Tom Brady made a whole career and a million Super Bowls off of dinking and dunking short passes, not throwing into double coverage on deep passes. That's how Tom Brady wins. So for me, it's got to be the 49ers formula. I think Jordan Love can be a great asset and a good quarterback for a great roster with a great defense, and I think we can win perfectly fine with that. A quarterback that's not eating up all the cap, so it makes it so that we can continue to mold our roster better and better, continue to get better pieces. It's a development, man. It's a complete development. And I do not like Michael Penix at all. I don't think he's an NFL quarterback. He's left-handed. He likes to run a lot. He looks to scramble a lot anyways. I don't think that he throws a very accurate ball. I know that he's 69% on the year right now, but when I watch a lot of his throws, I don't like where he puts the ball, like, at all. It's very bulleted. It's kind of like Justin Fields in a way. That's just when I watch him. And for everybody that doesn't know, Penix Jr. is the guy. He's the quarterback for Washington, who is undefeated right now. They are really good. Maybe I'm wrong about Penix from what I've saw. I don't like him very much. Drake May, he's playing against not very good colleges most of the time. When he does play against decent colleges, he seems to struggle a lot more than, when he's playing against those shitty colleges. I mean, they lose bad games because of him, I feel like sometimes. So Caleb Williams has shown that maybe he's not the guy that we thought he was after these games that USC is choking. I know that their defense is really bad, but Caleb Williams has played very bad against teams, for example, like Utah. He didn't play his greatest game against Cal.
He played his worst game when the Bears scouts went to see him. Remember that?
Yeah, so I don't think that drafting a quarterback this year, if we have a top pick, is going to fix anything. I just don't. I think that it's development. Continue to mold our offense and our defense as a roster. We're the youngest team in the league. It's going to take time.
Yeah,
that's all.
The youngest and the cheapest offense in the NFL.
We need a new offensive coordinator. A new fucking offensive line fucking coach.
So, Joe, let me ask you guys this. If Joe Barry keeps us in the top 10, are we firing him at the end of the season?
No, it's the same thing as last year. We had this question last year, and I remember we were talking about how the defense all of a sudden in the second half of the year is going to play much better and Joe Barry won't get fired, and it happened. And this is kind of the same situation.
Yeah.
In Joe Barry's defense, he ain't the one out there missing fucking tackles, though.
Yeah.
I agree to that 100%, man. But when you got Preston Smith
in the game,
when you got Preston Smith covering Devontae Adams, bro, it's not going to turn out well.
As much as the players on the defense have to perform, like he can only do so much, there are a lot of times where we can pinpoint where, hey, man, I don't know what kind of zone you're running or even why you're running zone in this situation, but it kills us at times. And
Do you think he's better in the upstairs in the box? Because he used to be on the field, remember? Now he's upstairs in the box.
So far, it's been better.
I think it's just an excuse to keep his ass warm. He's out there freezing his nuts off. He's like,
I still think he's there, man. Like Gary Grego, though. Look how Houston's doing this year. They're doing all right.
Yeah, Jerry's great. They should have never let him go, man.
Because, bro, there's been a lot of times where if he was probably on the field, he'd have been sniped.
Yeah.
I think it's impossible to give like an honest answer at this point because we just got done destroying a bad team with a backup quarterback. So I think the next, like we have a few really, really tough games coming up. I think that's really going to show what Joe Barry's made of. I think it's really going to show what Jordan Love's made of, and I think we'll have a lot more answers towards the end of the year than we do right now.
Well, they got to stop shooting themselves in the foot with these penalties. I mean, that's just ridiculous, man. That's getting pretty bad.
Man, dude, last week we had 8 penalties.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, the Steelers had 10.
Last week, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
So
we're the 2 most penalized teams going head-to-head this week.
It's insane, dude. That's literally insane.
So they're saying it's a 4-hour game now instead of 3?
What are you guys thinking about this Pittsburgh Steelers game coming up, man? What's your guys' thoughts on this shit, man?
You better fucking win that game. I know that.
Dude, all I know is if we can win 2 in a row, man, Jameis better hide.
I think one of my biggest problems right now, though, is they can definitely run the ball. And we, as we've seen all year, we cannot stop the run. We just can't.
Yeah.
We did all right last week, but that was last
I mean, it's a lot easier to stop the run last week.
How long has it been since the last?
Since the last time we won in Pittsburgh, 1970.
Yeah.
Wow. Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
In a real game.
You guys are trolling me.
It's been since 19. Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre didn't win in Pittsburgh. Bart Starr was the last one to do it.
Jordan Love does it.
Jordan Love does it. Oh.
This is the time if we're ever going to do it. There's no.
So look, right now,
I don't really think they got a great run game. I don't think it's all that.
So look,
Najee
they
Harris
run.
Is a dick sucker and fucking guy.
They run the ball. They're one of the They're one of the worst. They're in the bottom 10 when it comes to rushing the ball. But I was saying like they have what I meant was they have the guys to do it. They definitely have the running backs to be able to run it on us. I don't know what's going on with them this year. Maybe their offensive line is not good, but they're only
I'm only scared of TJ Watt. That's it. I'm scared of what he's going to do to Jordan Love. That's what I'm scared of.
I hope that George Pickens is more mad at his team and he doesn't bring that on the field and like kill us all of a sudden, you know?
Mike Tomlin is a damn good coach though, so you can't take that away, but
yeah.
You don't have the talent, you don't have the talent, man, and hopefully he just don't have the talent.
Well, look, it's in my opinion, it's really simple. You got Kenny Pickett, and in the Steelers' offense, they're throwing for 188 yards a game, and we're one of the best passing defenses in the league. Stack the box all game, stop the run at all costs, and force them to throw the ball, and I think we can win.
Yeah, but who's going to take Alexander's spot when Douglas is gone?
Yeah, I know. If Jared doesn't play, it's going to be Valentine, and I mean, I saw that he was doubtful. I didn't see that he was out just yet.
What about Stokes? Is he ready to go? He's ready to go, you know, ain't he?
Y'all think Jair melds in?
What's that?
When I look at Jair play, I don't know. Sometimes I get the impression like he just don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
he's really holding the grudge.
Like the first game he balled out, and maybe that's why we hopped up the top 10 because he finally showed up and played a game. Man, he was covering, he was pass defending, he was in the game.
So Eric Stokes is on IR, so he's not playing. Keyshawn Nixon's going to be the guy that plays if Jair Alexander doesn't. And I got to be honest, I'm not very confident in him playing corner. I'm just not.
We need Valentine to come through again. That dude got his shot last week. He stepped up. We need to see it again.
But here's the thing. If Valentine steps up and then the other side of the field has a bomb, then you just throw the other side of the field all game.
Yeah, but they usually test the new guy. That's why he got a lot of play last week. That's why he showed out because he got. I mean, that's what they.
The week before that, the week before he got tested.
Yeah, Carrington he wasn't doing so well the other weeks. But last week he showed some promise. I loved it. Another guy I want to give a shout out to was Anthony Johnson Jr. He looked really good.
What about McDuffie? McDuffie looked good. Real good.
McDuffie he was in the backfield or in the back of the offense, you know, all game, man. He was getting in there. Kenny Clark looks like he's going to play. That's huge for us. Devontae Wyatt's he's fine. We got Slayton in there. We should be able to do this. If the offense can move the ball all game and we stop, dude, how many fourth downs have we not gotten? What are we, like 2 for 100 this year or something?
Yeah,
and what about those 2 penalties on the QB sneaks? Like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, that was bullshit calls, man. That was just bullshit calls.
I think one was legit. The other one was bullshit.
So the one
they both look pretty good though.
The one that I saw that was legit, where like our guy was like in the neutral zone with the center. The center is allowed to. Everyone else is not allowed to. The one that I saw that was legit, their nose tackle was also offsides at the same time. So it's like, why aren't you calling it both ways? It was just on us. And we were moving the ball. Those were first downs that we got. I mean, it's just killer.
We look better than the Eagles when they do it. We look better than them when we do it. Hell yeah, we do. We just got to fucking get those penalties out of there.
So I don't know what keeping Rodgers would have done.
He would have told. He'd have been out, man.
I don't know what keeping Rodgers does for our team this year.
His leg went out. It don't matter if he was a Jet or a Packer. It was going out. It was destiny, man.
Yeah, his ankles. Yeah, bro, that's a snap just standing there. That's all that is, bro.
Right.
I just don't see how this season is drastically different if Rodgers is at quarterback.
What's up, boss?
I don't think Roger would have been playing anyway. We would have been having, and Jordan Love would have been thrown into this and had no choice to deal with this. No preseason to work on it. No chance to work with the ones or anybody. I mean, it would have been way worse, bro.
Right.
It would have been disastrous. It would have been totally disastrous, I think. I mean, at least we're seeing Jordan Love. Is he perfect? No, he's not. He's not. You can't say you expected him to be perfect, but for what we've gotten so far, it's workable. The things that he's making mistakes on, it's all rookie shit that rookies mistake. You know, that's what they do.
Right.
He's got to fix it. He's got to overcome it. And the only way you do that is you get thrown into it and you.
This guy.
So, you know.
So look
at this guy.
The Steelers have the 4th worst on average rushing defense in the league.
Yeah.
The 4th worst rushing defense in the league on average. If we run the ball with Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon like we did last week, should be able to score some fucking points, right?
So let's hear it, Jermaine. Let's hear it. You there, buddy? You there? Typical Bear fan can't work electronics. You know what I mean?
I think he's drowned it in the basement.
You have a megaphone?
There's no Bluetooth connection in the basement.
He said the Wi-Fi don't reach down here, boys.
Oh, but wait, the Bears beat the Carolina Panthers by 3. Now it's time to celebrate, right?
Oh yeah.
Hey man, you guys got a quarterback competition going on there? Is it Badgett? Are we going to see Badgett?
So what's up, Jamez? Jamez says he's beating the Saints by 14 this week.
Hey, let's give a shot. Hey, how about we give a shout out to the Bear fans who acknowledged us after they won when it came to that Green Bay sucks chant that they got going on after they beat them.
Rent free, boys. We're building condos in Bear fans' heads, bro. We're living rent free.
Well, look, this person's saying use sign language. I can use sign language for the Bears fans. There you go. There's some good sign language for you.
I was really hoping Jamez's internet was going to work because I really had to have a discussion with that dude.
Oh, yeah. The Minnesota Vikings and Joshua Dobbs got it done. That was actually pretty decent.
Yeah, but no one had time to plan for him. Now they got time to plan for him. It's going to be a little bit more different this week, and I don't anticipate the Vikings winning. I'm actually got the Chargers by 14.
I think the Chargers are going to beat them pretty handily as well.
The Lions? We did Lions? Chargers? Yeah. I got Chargers on that one.
It is Lions Chargers.
Yeah.
Who did the Vikings play? Oh, they play the Saints.
They play the Saints. I got the I heard the Vikings losing.
Yeah.
That game.
I think the Vikings and the Lions lose this week. This is our chance to swoop in and get back in the mix.
So something I just want to.
The season ain't over yet, boys.
It ain't over. I don't hear no fat lady singing.
We're gonna come back win that division.
Something I want to mention real quick that I seen in Packers groups after the Vikings won that game. There was Packers fans that were like, "Man, even Joshua Dobbs is better than Jordan Love right now." So you're wrong. If we put the stats together and we compare Joshua Dobbs and Jordan Love, you are absolutely wrong on every metric other than completion percentage. You're fucking wrong. I saw some idiot say, Zach Wilson, Jordan Love's as bad as Zach Wilson. First of all, Jordan Love is drastically better than Zach Wilson. If you go look at the stats, it's not even comparable. It's not even close. No. This whole – it's almost like Jordan Love – he could throw for 300 yards this week. He could throw 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks, and everyone would go, "Oh, it wasn't that good. He's not as good as like this bum. He's not as good as this." But it's getting out of hand.
And the completion percentage is getting better and better each few games here. It's getting better and better. So
yeah,
and
things gonna start clicking, and then once our offense is clicking, man, watch out, man.
Proved it. They proved it. The only 2 weeks we had good, we had our best player Jones in the game, getting 20 touches, moving the ball, catching the ball. I mean, that's the key to it. If you want Jordan Love to have a chance to show you what he can do, he needs to have help. He needs to have his run game.
Right, like Rodgers and Favre, they all had veteran receivers. He don't have veteran receivers.
Shit.
No.
He don't even have a veteran tight end. I mean, what is his name? Duguara or whatever. That guy's nothing.
And all about the line's fucking young too, even.
Right, the offensive line busted up.
Yeah.
I think our O-line is more busted up than the Minnesota Vikings defense, bro. You know what I mean?
Probably, bro. I mean,
that's terrible.
It's horrible.
So, you guys
really? Motherfucker, the Minnesota Vikings defense been popping off, buddy.
Been popping off at the mouth in the locker room. That's about it. They ain't popping off on the field, bud.
Changed, man. You guys are the last 4 to 5 games.
Hey.
I give it to you.
Hey, you guys know I'm not with the troll behavior like that. But I'm gonna tell you guys the truth, man. This is a bad game for the Packers this weekend. I'm gonna tell you, all North teams, the Packers, Vikings, and Lions all got tough opponents this year. It's gonna be a rough week. But that secondary they got, their front might not be all that. That secondary they got, and Najee Harris is about to open up a can of whoop ass on you. I'm sorry to tell you, man.
We'll just run the ball.
I ain't scared of Najee Harris.
Run the ball. You give Aaron Jones 20 carries or more, we win the game.
I'm telling you, bro. We're going to run all over them. Najee Harris is going to be sitting on the sidelines.
Yeah, he's not even going to have time on the field.
That's right.
But let's still talk about the elephant in the room, man. Oh, when the Saints go marching.
How you going to do that? How you going to do that? No, Matt LaFleur is only going to give him 11.
Well, hey, do you think the Saints are going to walk in or march in? Do you think they'll actually have like a beat and shit or what?
Are they in New Orleans or in Minnesota?
New Orleans.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no, actually, they're in U.S. Bank Stadium. That's right. They're at the bank. If they're anything like his Wi-Fi, they're not winning.
Yeah, Carr and fucking Adams can have a fucking field day.
That fucking annoying ass horn.
Boom! Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. So, yeah, we got a pretty crazy weekend coming up here. We got the Steelers. That ought to be an interesting game. We got the Lions and the Chargers. That ought to be a pretty good game. Then we got the Saints beating the dog crap out of the Vikings. That ought to be funny to watch. I think it's playing on Comedy Central, to be truthful with you guys. Hey, Jamez, is your game on Comedy Central or what? Yeah, his Wi-Fi is just not all there, boys.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that Minnesota Wi-Fi.
So the Steelers also have Jalen Warren, who hasn't looked the worst. I mean, they do got 2 running backs we're going to have to worry about. But they haven't been running the ball well this year. They haven't been throwing the ball well this year. They have not been able to stop the run. 4th worst rushing defense in the league right now on average. Give the ball to Aaron Jones. Give the ball to A.J. Dillon. Make it easy for Jordan Love. Make it so, dude, Jordan Love was 12 for 13 on that whole second half, especially the third downs. Jordan Love was cooking. He was cooking. Make it 3rd and 3s for him. Make it 3rd and 4s. Stop making it 3rd and 13.
He seems to be a lot better on the hurry-up offense. I know that.
Not these fucking offsides and fucking the penalties. Just penalties alone.
Yeah, the penalties kill us. They fucking kill us.
And
how about this comment right here?
And also, if you analyze, and I'll tell you, if you analyze the Steelers if we were to analyze the Steelers thoroughly throughout their season, every one of their wins have pretty much been a 4th quarter comeback victory, which means they will struggle with the first half all the way up to the 4th quarter. That's usually where they go show up. Like, that's Kenny Pickett's time to show up in the book, which is the 4th quarter. Every other quarter, he'll be garbage, and he'll be different with the last few minutes of the game come up. So you got to take that away from the Steelers to win convincingly and thoroughly.
Well, they have the same problem with Green Bay. Green Bay can't get it together until the second half, 4th quarter all of a sudden. Like, when he says Jordan Love needs to just not think about it, he needs to stop overthinking it. In the 4th quarter, all of a sudden, Jordan Love is not thinking anymore. He's just throwing the ball, and it's beautiful. But I'm telling you, schematically, it's just not working in the first half. Like, Matt LaFleur needs to take some ownership to the absolute crap that we've been dealing with in the first half this year. I mean, on third down last week, 75%, 90 pass yards, 11.3 yards per attempt on third down for Jordan Love. He was killing it on third down. Now, why? Because we had Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon running the ball, making it 4 yards.
Nick, that's where I was going, Nick. I was like, I want to be honest. Joe Barry's been saving his ass lately.
Joe Barry's been doing a lot better, that's for sure. The defense has been playing better. I'll give him that. No, I thought you were saying something.
Yeah.
What is going on with your audio?
Or will it be sustained?
What
is the
floor is that?
question.
Yeah, will it be sustained? If can we just have two halves of football for once? This is like last year. Last year we couldn't get two halves of football put together either.
I want to watch the whole game. Whole fucking penalties.
Art Clifford, Isaac's definitely smoking the good. Did they legalize marijuana in his state this weekend?
Yeah, I'm pretty much sick of the whole.
What's going on, man? What's going on?
What is it that people realistically think is going to happen if we put Clifford in instead of Love? What do they really think is going to happen?
We're hoping to see a gunslinger.
Right to the Super Bowl where we're going to win out and all this good shit's going to happen.
It's going to be the same shit, probably worse though. In preseason, Clifford was throwing bad interceptions everywhere. So what's going to change?
We'll look like the Rams did on Sunday.
Yeah.
I actually, you know what? After we scored that touchdown, by the way, that fourth quarter touchdown, that 20-yard touchdown to Musgrave that Jordan Love threw, where he went left, he looked right, it wasn't there, so he went right down the middle, and Musgrave was able to score a touchdown on it. That was awesome, right?
Yeah.
After we scored that touchdown, I actually wouldn't have mind them putting in Clifford so I could so people could see what the fuck is going to happen.
Right.
But then they'll probably run through.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And let's not forget on that Musgrave touchdown. Love did 2 fakes before throwing in his direction.
Yeah.
Well, that's something, man. I'm glad you brought that up because that makes me think about Musgrave should already have like four or five touchdowns this year. If Jordan Love would have just thrown him and let him, his pass was high or his pass was low, and Musgrave made the adjustment to make the catch and then fell.
Yeah, but one thing about Musgrave, he's got fucking giraffe fucking feet.
He's got
I'm
what?
fucking clumsy with his feet, man. He trips.
I'll say that he trips a lot. He's always tripping up and going down. But some of those passes, if they're on target, where he's not going out or laying out to go get them, he makes the catch. But then he gives up the act. If he could just lead him into the pass, it would be a touchdown every time.
I kind of wish him
over the middle.
I want to see him
there every time.
I want to see what Trav can do.
So it's been rough.
And
with the long
personally,
ball.
I like to see more. Sorry.
Good.
I was going to say I like to see more plays drawn up in the red zone where Musgrave is a red zone target more often. Given his size and build, you cannot ever have a moment where you're in the red zone where you don't use Musgrave or Kraft as far as a red zone target to look to for a touchdown at any time you're in the red zone.
I agree.
I wouldn't mind seeing a lot more 2 tight end packages. Put Kraft and Musgrave in at the same time. I mean,
exactly. But they've been using that Gora a lot more than that. It's like, come on.
Yeah. I haven't been seeing a whole lot of DeGuara as the fullback like we usually do. It seems to not be a thing this year as much as it usually is. I don't know why. But I'd like to see him getting back onto the fullback spot again because he is a pretty good blocker between tackles. But the long ball is an obvious – it's very obvious this has not been working very well this year for us. Once again, Jordan Love underthrows a pass, and Christian Watson burnt his guy. He had a touchdown easily. And like what Robert was getting to, like when Musgrave has those 30-yard passes, Jordan Love's throwing it so high that when he catches it, he's falling back and down. So if this kid, because I feel like he's already got the short game down. I feel like Jordan Love's pretty decent in the short game. I don't really see too many throws that are just, oh my God, why'd you do that? He may miss sometimes. Every quarterback misses sometimes, but I don't see him throwing it directly into the defender's hands on short passes all the time. Like, it looks pretty decent. The long ball is where it's just been awful. And if this kid can start to develop, because I hate when people are like, oh, he doesn't have arm strength. That's not what it is. It's not that he doesn't have arm strength. It's that he puts so much touch on the ball and he floats it so much.
Yeah,
he leaves it hanging too long, and then the DB's able to recover. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So if he can get that laser deep ball out there and he can hit guys in stride, we're going to be in business, guys.
That's what I'm talking about. Where he's putting the ball is ball placement's a big part of it.
He's like always a second behind. You know what I mean? It's like, man, why did you do that second?
It's timing, right? It's a lot of it's timing. You're right, absolutely. It's just like right there. And a lot of times our wide receiver's hands are there, but because it floats, the defender has time to get there.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
One thing I wonder is if he's worried to overthrow it because Rodgers overthrew everything and anything last year. Like, remember it'd be like 3rd and 3, and then he throws it to Randall Cobb 17 yards down the field, and Cobb is 9 yards down the field, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
So,
but see, I wonder if that's just Rodgers. I mean, I've seen Love do some dangerous throws this year and throwing into double coverage. Look, if the play's dead, throw the ball out of the end zone. Throw the ball out of, throw it away. Don't risk that interception. And that's you don't have to be the hero if the play's not there. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not going to be the hero.
Yeah. I definitely see a little bit too much hero ball at the end of the Raiders game.
Yeah.
It was like that was just a puke up. At the end of the Broncos game, he didn't have to throw that pass. Like, he didn't have to.
You could see that one. That one's clearly, you could see him. He was throwing where the receiver was running, but the receiver was running into double coverage.
A.J. Dillon's wide open.
Yes.
Wide open.
And in the Raiders game, God, at the end of that last pass, it was just like, I don't know. He almost has panic mode at the end right there. Hero ball. It's hero ball, and he gets panic mode, and it doesn't matter if someone's covering his guy. He just throws it.
Yeah.
There's still a lot to work on. Like, we're not sitting here, like, exonerating Jordan Love of all the bad things that he's done. That's not it. But there's so much negativity right now that overshadows the good things that I have seen from him. He's got so much to work on, though. It's very abundantly clear that he's got a lot to work on, but give him a motherfucking another year at least. Like, I want to see – he better step on the field next year, and in week 1, he's just – you know what I mean? Like, he's controlling the offense. You know what I mean?
Look, I would be okay if they just gave him the first year. Frick, man, since week 5, you've heard nothing but let's put in Clifford. Fuck, what the hell?
Yeah, I was one of them.
Of course you were. Of course
I don't want to hear it, man. Give the guy his chance, man.
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody posted today, the numbers are dead equal with Rodgers, bro. I mean, it is almost dead equal Rodgers' first year what Jordan Love's doing. Do we throw Rodgers away? Do we say put in fucking goddamn backup whoever I mean, come on, man.
So, for some reason, it just went into my mind, like I was thinking about this whole time from the beginning of the show. Wicks dropped that pass against the Vikings. And then I started thinking, like, you know what? Play management, play clock management, and just situational football has killed us this year also. In that Vikings game, if Wicks would have caught that ball and we would have scored, that would have made it. We could have had a chance to win that game. But also, we were down in the red zone 2 times. Yeah. We didn't get it on 4th down. If you kick the 2 field goals instead of do that bullshit when there's plenty of time, dude, we're only down by 8 points with the ball at the end of the game. So it's an accumulation of just everything not working. And I'm telling you, next year, I'm not going to want anybody fired this year. I'm not going to call for anybody's head this year. The receivers are young. Everyone's young. The offensive line's banged up. Aaron Jones has been banged up, and he's not getting the ball. Matt LaFleur is probably way over his head right now. He's probably way in over his head right now because he hasn't had to do any of this without Aaron Rodgers. Next year, when this team gets on the field, they better look like they're in control, or else people do need to be fired and traded, and we need to redo everything.
Well, in 2025, we're going to have a new GM, everything. Or Murphy's out there, so.
And a lot of people are calling for Gootshead right now. I'm not going to do that right now. I want to see what our next draft is. I want to see how he implements these rookies and what we're doing. For all we know, once this season is over, Goot's going to get some top flight free agents, and then we're going to be a lot better because, like, who knows? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not joking. I'm going to be on the train of get rid of everybody if next year we don't look like we're in control, because that's plenty of time to at least look like you've gotten better.
This year is pretty much a measuring stick to see where everybody's at. And then at the offseason, they'll say, okay, this is where we need to upgrade, this is where we need to upgrade, and this is where we need to upgrade. You know?
Yep. So
I just think we just need to give him his time, man.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind
next
we
year,
took all three
these
fucking
guys are
all
going to
three
be much
first
more
picks
experienced, and
and
the
the offensive
chemistry
lineman.
will be far greater.
not only that, I'm hoping to God that next year we're not plagued by injuries like we are this year. Like, dude, it's been ridiculous. But let's get to the last segment.
Exactly.
Packers versus Steelers. I want to know what you guys are expecting to see, and it could be negative, it could be positive. I just want to know what you guys expect to see on the field, and what you think is going to happen. So, John, why don't you kick us off?
Well, I think our defense has played pretty good, like they always do. I think they'll keep us in the game for sure. It all comes down to our offense, and I think our offense is actually going to be pretty damn good. I think everything's going to start clicking. The penalties are going to come down, and I think the running game is going to get going, and play action is going to be there. So I think I got this game 24, probably like 17.
You got us winning?
Yes.
Cool. David Gray, what do you think?
I think it's going to be a boring game, bunch of punts, and it's going to be like 17-13 Pittsburgh.
And he wants Clifford in by second quarter.
No.
David Gray, do you think it's going to be as boring as the Carolina-Chicago game?
It'll be close.
That game was so
I think it depends. If you like defense, yeah, you're going to probably like this game.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't think their run defense is all that. I think we're going to run all over them.
Dude, that Panthers-Bears game was like the worst game.
How many kicks will Clifford miss? I mean, what's the name miss?
Carlson,
yeah.
He's missing 0, and I expect Robert to have a bag on his head on the next show because he didn't this time. What the hell?
Yeah,
I want to just add something on Goot, though. How can you dog him after? I mean, the rookies that he drafted this year are pretty. You can name all of them. Van Ness, okay, he's struggling a little bit, but he's not getting that much playing.
He's actually not doing bad,
right? Carlson's good.
So you're trying to say that our rookies are impactful this year, which I would agree with.
Fucking shown out, dude. I mean, that's his fucking steal of his draft picks right there. Is Kyle Brooks.
I thought the Anthony Johnson Jr. Was a pretty good pick as well. Carrington Ballantyne, I think, is everybody's favorite pick right now.
Yeah.
Van Ness, I'm not going to lie. I don't know why I don't see him on the field more than we have all year, because he seems to just do nothing but good when he's on the field.
Hear his name called every game almost.
Yeah.
He's just not getting the playing time.
Yeah, and maybe they're trying to do the Rashawn Gary thing where they ease him into it, and then next year they'll let him loose. I don't know, but it seems like he should be getting more playing time.
Exactly.
But just to be clear, like none of us are calling for Goot. It's just the shit that we see on social media where everyone's like, "Fire Goot immediately." It's like, dude, I'm not on that train just yet. I'm waiting to see how this develops. You know what I mean?
I'm not going to lie though, I'm nervous about it. Because there's been a lot of things that I think Goot's been behind, like Rogers leaving. I think he put some shit in there.
But one thing about Rogers, how long you expect him to play? I mean, he's fucking damn near 40. He's 40 years old.
No, I'm not saying that. Look, hey, everybody, understand. I understand how football works. You are gonna eventually have to retire. He's aging out. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that, but he made bad blood.
Rogers forced his hand, Robert. Come on now.
He did too. He did.
He should have did it. They should have been a man enough to do it a year earlier. When his
there's a lot.
I don't know. Maybe we didn't have an offer from Denver. Maybe we did or didn't. I don't know. But he should have did it a year earlier. But anyway, hindsight's 2020.
Rogers first said that he wants to never play for no one else and finish his career in Green Bay. Did you not believe him?
That was bullshit. How many times has
Rogers? He wanted his money, man.
I'm just saying. I believed he wanted to finish his career here.
Yeah.
And Goody wanted to make sure that he didn't. Or Murphy or somebody.
Come on,
they didn't want
You
to.
he had a bong in the fucking.
I'm just saying. There's reasons. That's why a lot of people are on the fence about Goody. And then,
Hey, another thing, another thing you can say about Goots, like the draft, the way he's been drafting these players is like he was planning for life after Rodgers when it came to the way he drafted, especially with Jordan Love. Much of this had to be a plan for how we were going to deal with life after Rodgers leaves. Like he had to be planning for this.
Right.
So, can we all agree that we need to see Goot have an offensive draft for once, not a defensive one? Because that's all we've been doing.
I would like
is
to
just
see it, man. I would love to see it.
I like to take a see
There's
all
no fucking projects, man. I don't want
Yeah.
no fucking first round pick project, dude. I would be so fucking.
I want all three of our
agree.
first
I
picks,
100%
fucking offensive
agree.
linemen.
I want an instant guy that's going to fucking make a difference right off the
So-
fucking bat.
so. Look, this last draft, there were some fucking beast offensive linemen that he could have drafted very early, and I'm not saying that he should have necessarily this draft, but I would like to see somewhat of a splash move like that for our team in this next draft. I don't think we're going quarterback, and I don't think we need to, but I think if we get a top flight tackle or offensive lineman of some sort, instead of going defensive line again or getting another corner, like I'm down for an offensive draft. The offense is anemic right now. Please draft offensive guys this time.
We have 8 first rounders on our defense. Any fucking defensive coordinator with a fucking half a stone could fucking run this defense and make it a top 5
Well,
fucking defense.
well, just saying, right now we got fucking a first, 2 seconds, 2 thirds, and who knows? In the offseason we might even get some more.
I was getting
Bye,
irritated thinking about our second round draft pick from the Jets because watch Aaron Rodgers come back and play, and then they make the playoffs. I'm gonna be like, that fucking asshole, dude. He came back, played, went to the playoffs. He didn't do his 65%. And we got screwed out of a first round pick. Like that's so annoying.
He ain't coming back.
I don't know. They keep saying it looks like he's going to in a few.
He's got a couple weeks.
The best way to
Go for it, A-Dub.
Hey.
Take the floor.
I'm gonna tell you what, the best way you can get any kind of revenge on Rodgers is to hope that he finishes in the same bout as Green Bay, so we get to see him in Green Bay next year and play him in Green Bay.
Yeah, I want that game.
It has been said that if the Jets finish the same way the Packers do, we will get them on our schedule in Green Bay.
Yeah, it's true.
That'd be nice, man.
I hope that fucker. If that fucker does come back, I hope he loses an NFC championship game again, man.
You know what?
Bro,
I just want to see him fail, bro.
Guards all over on both sides. I'm sorry.
I ain't gonna lie.
Would it not be beautiful if you guys remember when Favre went to the Vikings and Rodgers had to play against Favre and he had to get through that eventually, right? He eventually had to start beating the Vikings with Favre so that we could, move on and be better. It'd be awesome if, like, next year we're expecting Jordan Love and this offense to be better, and it was against Aaron Rodgers and the Jets, and we win that game, and Green Bay gets over that hump and just, starts whooping ass. Like, that would be awesome.
Hell yeah.
Man, I've seen enough, man. We got a good offense, bro. We just got to get it all working at the same time. Running, passing, get it all moving.
Well, I see good things. The problem is on the field, there's guys that are not on the same page. Like, dude will be wide open and Love misses him or underthrows him, right? Or Love throws a perfect ball and dude catches it and lets the defense rip it from his hands. Or Love throws a perfect pass, dude catches it, reaches out for a first down and fumbles it. It's like everyone's not on the same page right now. Once that comes together, it's going to be nice to see.
It's going to be nice.
So, A-Dub, Packers, Steelers, what do you expect to see? Again, whether it be negative or positive, what is it that you realistically expect to see tomorrow?
Clifford.
I would personally expect to see a fast start from this offense. Duplicate what you did against the Rams as far as start off fast and limit the penalties and don't turn the ball over against this Steelers defense. We better our chances to win. And on defense, put on the same kind of performance against the Rams also. Be able to stop the run, be able to defend the pass, and bring a lot of pressure to Kenny Pickett to ruffle him out of his game, to force turnovers for us to be able to win.
Yeah. All right. I like it.
Handled Aaron Donald. We should be.
I'm the only one that picked the Steelers.
So far, you are. Yeah. What was your score for tomorrow, A-Dub?
I'm in the same boat as David. I'm thinking it's going to be 17-14.
Steelers?
I'm not Green Bay, but I'm expecting a defensive battle with these two teams.
All right. Robert, you got the floor. Tell us what you think.
And I think we're going to run the ball down the throat of we're going to run the ball. If LaFleur's learned anything, our best performances have been with Aaron Jones and running Dillon. We need to keep pounding those guys. We need to keep the play action, keep the other team guessing, and that opens up. It takes pressure off Jordan Love. He can open up his game, and you know, he plays better ball when he's got time, when he's got a chance to do what he does. I think it's going to be good. I think we're going to win 24-17. I think we're going to put it on them, man.
Take my score, I tell you, huh?
No, I love it. It's a good score.
It is.
We're going to win. Look, that little win last week is a little boost. That's what we needed. Now we need to keep it going.
They got the taste of that fucking victory.
Right. Let's go.
So, what I expect tomorrow, I expect us to stop a bad quarterback. I expect us to stop a bad running game, even though I do expect their running backs to probably – I'm going to give them like around 100 yards on us just because that's just how our defense plays, man. But we're going to stop the pass completely. For us, shutting down a bad running game would be around 90 to 100 yards. So I expect turnovers as well. I seen us flying around the ball last week. We just weren't connecting with the turnovers. I expect Green Bay to once again, if I'm being realistic, start out slow. I expect to have 7 points in the first half and 17 in the second half. I could definitely see it going that way. I think we should win 24-14. And I got to be honest, if we don't look good tomorrow and we don't build off of this last win, I'm running out of excuses, and there's just really nothing else I can say anymore other than we just suck. Like, that's kind of how it's feeling.
So you want to see Clifford then?
If we're winning 24-7 in the fourth quarter, then yeah, we're going to put in Clifford.
Bring in the red dog. Big red dog, Clifford.
Jordan Love needs to be in the game when we're getting our ass whooped for not playing well. He needs to, because that's going to help him in the long run.
And I'm going to say this, and I meant to bring it up earlier. The reason we played good on defense last week too, did you see we did not have hardly any missed tackles? Holy fuck! Every tackle we was making, we was taking them down.
Well, that's because McDuffie was in the game. He doesn't miss tackles.
No, I'm just saying everywhere. A lot of times I watch him hit him in the backfield and boom. We were stopping him in the backfield. We were stopping him. When we made contact, first contact, we were bringing him down.
One thing I'm going to say specifically that I expect tomorrow, I expect Rashawn Gary to be the leader and to start the entire defensive onslaught by getting to Kenny Pickett all day. I expect him to get in there and fuck him up. I really do.
I'm calling it right now. Brooks gets another sack tomorrow.
I would love to see that. I would love to see Van Ness chasing the quarterback again. So I don't know what to expect from Kenny Clark until I see him on the field. For all I know, he's going to do 5 plays and then he'll be out for the rest of the game. For all I know, he's going to be just fine 100%. He's going to kill him. I just don't know what to expect from him. But, dude, the game starts in the trenches, man. That's where it starts. And I expect Rashawn Gary to take advantage of playing against this Pittsburgh Steelers offensive line and quarterback and get to his ass, force turnovers, get some sacks, dominate.
Yep.
Agreed.
So I got 24-14. If they don't look good tomorrow and we lose tomorrow, I'm just going to choose us to lose every week, just like last week when I did that reverse psychology.
Just so good. Every game we just lose.
Bro, I believe, man. You got to believe. You got to put faith out there. Let's do this.
I think we're going to come back and win the division yet. You heard it here first.
I don't like
All right, Jerry Alexander.
I don't like giving the other team a lead, though. I'm totally against it. I want to be on the record to say that. I don't like our leads we give them.
So something I will. One last thing I want to give some spotlight on. Luke Musgrave has 27 catches this year, right? The Green Bay Packers rookie tight end record is 34 catches.
Yes.
Whoa.
By Bubba Franks. Now, the franchise record in general for tight ends is 61 catches by Jermichael Finley. He has 27 already in 8 games. I'm just saying, like, it looks like he's going to break Bubba Franks' franchise record. He could be looking to get pretty close to Jermichael Finley's record overall for Green Bay. So tomorrow I'm going to be looking for Musgrave to get fed. I'm hoping he breaks these records. That would be that'd be really nice.
That would be sweet.
How many games are left? 7 games left?
We got 9 games left.
9
games left. So how many does he need to break Finley's?
So Finley's is 61. So he needs
34.
That's 34 to tie, and then 32 or 35 to break it.
How many is that per game now? So 36 he needs.
35 divided by 9.
Yeah.
That's about 4 a game.
Yeah. Fuck, that's doable, bro.
I agree.
Go. Let's
I
go.
agree.
I want to see him smash
You'll get that just alone on week 18 when we play the Bears. You'll get that alone, man.
So
let's go, man. Fuck this. Let's go.
Tomorrow, maybe Musgrave gets 5-6 catches. Maybe he gets 60 yards and a touchdown. Who knows?
Yeah, fuck yeah, bro.
Is Fitzpatrick playing? Do you guys know?
Fitzpatrick?
Minka Fitzpatrick?
No, he's out. Nope. Minka. Nope. Him and Adams are both out for this game.
All right.
And TJ Watt is out too.
What?
No, he's not. I wish.
Holy fuck, that would be awesome.
So you're going to have like 8 sacks tomorrow.
Well,
he lines up on against our left tackle, man. You're going to have like 8 sacks.
I know. What? I would really love to see us put Jenkins over there on him all game, but they're not going to do that, right?
You're right. They're going to move him around just like they do. Hey, look, we just.
So is Josh going to be there? Or Tom going to be there?
We're going to see Sean Ryan in this game.
Yeah.
Great.
Sean Ryan plays inside though, mostly, don't he?
Yeah.
Let's go. We're gonna win 24. I'm telling you, man, we're getting 24 points. Our defense is gonna do their thing.
So
if John Ryan's not out there, we're gonna see Sean Ryan.
So if TJ Watt is going to eat us alive like we think he is, this would be the perfect game for Musgrave. This is going to be a nice dink and dunk type of game. Get it over the middle of the field. Musgrave should get a lot of catches, or at least a lot of looks.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
But I just wanted to highlight that Musgrave may be breaking a record for the Packers, not for the NFL, which would be really cool.
Watching that now.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to be watching for, too. That'll be one of the things that I'm watching for. Jordan Love better show up. I'm not joking. He better fucking show up tomorrow. I'm not even joking. Or else I'm running out of shit to say. Like, I need to see some development, man. I need to see it.
No, we'll just switch the shit to say to some comedy. That's all.
We'll just start shitting on the other teams. So you see our teams, we'll just start shitting on them.
Yeah. So,
hey, bro, if we play like a bunch of clowns, we can clown on them. Fuck that.
One thing I do know is Love is better than Badgett, and he's better than Fields. So at least we got that.
Yeah.
Dobbs too.
Yeah, he's better than Joshua Dobbs. So I don't know where fucking people are getting that from. Well, guys, look, we got to the end of our show. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you, everybody, for being on. Tomorrow, go Pack Go. I'm going to do what I do every show at the end. I'm going to let you guys have your own sign-off real quick. We'll go ahead. We'll go reverse. Go ahead, Rob.
Go, Pack, go. Let's go. We're going to take the Steelers down. I almost said the Pirates.
All right. A-Dub, go ahead. What's your last words?
Let us see a complete game from our team and go Pack go.
All right, Dave. What about you?
Go Pack go. I hope you all right and I'm wrong.
John Dorn.
Go Chargers, go Saints, and go Pack go.
All right, and my last thing is going to be 1970. Tomorrow, I'm going to be yelling 1970 at the TV because when we beat their ass, it's been since 1970 that we've won in Pittsburgh. Jordan Love will have accomplished something that Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre never did, beating the Steelers in Pittsburgh. It's going down tomorrow. Go Pack go.
Go Pack go.
Tundra Network. We'll see you guys next time.
See you, bud.